Hello everyone, how are you? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Well, it's time. Feels like it's time to intervene. So today, let's talk about something really interesting and let's build something really amazing. Wow, are you guys ready for that? You know what? I really wanna feel energies. Are you guys ready for that? Just see something. Okay, that's great. So here I'm gonna share my screen and let's figure it out what are the things that we'll be learning today. Have a look. Well, I hope you can see the screen and these are the things that we'll be learning today. Have a look. I told you today we'll be making something really amazing, right? That is what is we'll be focusing on a project called Color Detective Cat. Wait, what does that mean? Color Detective Cat. Any guess from anyone? Feels like some of you are saying something. Okay, hold on, I can explain. It's all about a cat and it has to predict the colors. For example, if I'm placing the cat over a color, it has to predict the exact color. That sounds good, right? And you know what? Here we'll be using Scratch software. Wow, that sounds a little bit amazing, right? Because you all are familiar with that software, right? Yeah, it's all about that drag and drop method. I'm gonna show you that in detail, so have a look. Well, I hope you can see the screen and over there you can see the Scratch window, right? Now here I'm gonna click the green flag and here we go. Wait, what did I say? The cat has to dictate the colors, right? And over there you can see some colors such as blue, green, black and red. And the cat has to dictate the colors and it has to say the color actually. So here we go. Well, it started moving and I'm controlling the cat by the mouse cursor and here we go. Here I'm gonna touch the green. Wow, did you see that? What is he saying? That's just perfect, right? Now it says black. Now what about this case? It has to say red, right? It's working. Did you see that? That's just amazing, right? It has to say blue and it's working perfectly. So this how does it work actually, and we're gonna make this project and trust me, this is gonna be so easy. Wow, that's pretty amazing, right? What do you guys think? And we will be focusing on that project and trust me, that's gonna be so easy. Now let's talk about what are the things that we will be learning today. We will be learning what is AI and its examples. Wait, what did I say? AI. What does that mean? Any guess from anyone? What does that mean, AI? Anyone? Yeah, it's your time. Just spit it out. What does that mean, AI? Feels like it has a full form, right? Can anyone guess? AI stands for what? Some of you are saying something. Anyway, have a look. Well, I hope you can see the screen and it's over there, right? Can you read what it says? Exactly. AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. Now, I really wanted to know what does that mean or how does it work? We all know this is just an amazing technology, right? But I really wanted to know how does it work or what does that mean? Any guess from anyone? Some of you are saying something I really appreciate. Just look at the screen, something written over there, right? Anyway, in an easy way, I could say that just imagine you have a super smart robot friend who can think, learn, make decisions on its own, understand natural languages, and solve problems exactly we humans do. But you know what? Without getting errors or getting tired. Wow, that sounds a little bit interesting, right? So this is all about AI actually. So just keep in mind the technology that can do almost everything that we humans do, but even better. That sounds really amazing, right? And you know what? We could say like these things can predict the futures. Wow. Did you hear that? Of course, artificial intelligence can predict the futures. That's really something, right? Now I really want to know how we can use this technology. I mean the artificial intelligence technology. Any guess from anyone? I mean any examples or application or anything? It's your time, just spit it out. Anyone? You all are familiar with a lot of AI examples, right? So can I figure it out? The names, anyone? Some of you are saying something I really appreciate. Anyway, let's figure it out one by one. So have a look. Well, I hope you can see the screen. So first of all, let's focus on chatbots and virtual assistant. Wait, has anyone heard these words before? Chatbots and virtual assistants. Anyone? Anyway, what are these things actually? That's over there. Can anyone read? It's all about AI-powered tools designed to interact with users. Now, some of you may be thinking chatbot and virtual assistant, these are same, right? But actually, no. Little bit of difference are there. Anyway, I'm gonna let you know. Chatbot means it's all about a piece of software which can interact with the human beings through text or voice. Meanwhile, virtual assistant stands a little bit higher, which means these things can do a task as well. Okay, don't be confused. Let's go with an example. You know what? I'm having Alexa at my home. And if I really want to set an alarm for 6 a.m., all I need to do, just call Alexa and just say set alarm for 6 a.m. And Alexa will be doing that. So these things can do a task as well. Just keep in mind. So virtual assistant can do a task as well. Meanwhile, chatbot stands for it's a piece of software which can interact with human beings through text or voice. Hope it's clear. Now look at the examples. These are the examples for chatbots and virtual assistants. ChatGPT, y'all are familiar with that one, right? Feels like some of you may be using that. And how's that? That's pretty amazing, right? It's an amazing AI tool where we'll be getting everything in detail. All you need to do is just give the prompt or the text, and you will be getting everything in detail. For example, if you really want to get a code or something, all you need to do is just type the code or whatever you wanted, and it will be giving everything in detail. That's pretty amazing, right? I just love that because whenever I want to know something, I will be using ChatGPT. That's pretty amazing. And what about the next one, Gemini? Has anyone heard this word before? Gemini? Anyone? Yeah, same as is it will be giving, the Gemini will be giving everything in detail. Feels like including pictures. So has anyone tried that? If you haven't, you should. And Alexa, Siri, you all are familiar with it, right? It's all about calling the name and it will be doing the task. I told you these are related to the virtual assistants. These things can do a task as well. Just keep in mind. And wait, I just want to make sure a little bit. Has anyone experienced that blue circle over the WhatsApp? Anyone? Anyone? That's just amazing, right? Has anyone experienced? Just spit it out, it's your time. Well, you'll be getting everything same as this, right? But that's more fun because you'll be getting AI generated images by just texting or by just a little bit prompt. Okay, don't be confused, I'm gonna show it. Just look at that. Well, I hope you can see the screen, and this how does it look like. It's really beautiful, isn't it? And you can see the same over your WhatsApp. Anyway, let's go with something. I told you here I need to give a prompt. So here I'm gonna type something else like Unreal. So let's have fun. So here I'm gonna type bird driving car. Okay, here we go, and let's see what would happen. It has to make an image for bird driving car. Let's see how it's that possible. Here we go. And it's loading. We need to wait a little bit. Wow, did you see that? Did you see that? That's just amazing, right? That's really amazing. So this how does it work actually? You can give any prompt, any text, and it will be generating. It's all about that AI concept. Now let's move to the next example, that is what is AI robots. You all are familiar with a lot of AI robots, right? Artificial intelligence robot. And I told you these robots can think like humans, act like humans. They'll be having the decision making skill and etc. Anyway, let's focus on this. Just look at the last image, or you can see image, right? And that's really beautiful and a little bit realistic. This robot is called Vyomitra. And has anyone heard this word before? Vyomitra? Anyone? Okay, I can explain. These robot designs for the space travel. Just look at the last image. This robot designed for the space travel, for collecting the details, for helping the astronauts. That's really something, right? And developed by ISR, Indian Space Research Organization. That's really something, right? Now let's focus on the second one. That is what is Sophia. You may heard this word before, right? Sophia robot. Now look at the second image. This is how does it look like. And this robot is so realistic and it can make facial expressions. Wow, that's really something, right? If I say something bad or rude to the robot, it will be making a sad face. So these robots can make a facial expressions exactly like we humans do. That sounds interesting, right? Now let's focus on the third one. That is what is AI teacher. And look at the first image. This is how does it look like. So this teacher will be answering to any questions. You can ask any kind of questions to the teacher and she will be answering. Now let's move to the next. That is what is autonomous vehicle. Wait, what does that mean? Autonomous. What does that mean? Autonomous. The word autonomous. Anyone? Some of you are saying something exactly. Automatic. Autonomous stands for automatic. So automatic vehicles, or else we could say like autopilot vehicle. Wait, what does that mean? Autopilot vehicle. Exactly, driverless vehicle, right? So this car or the vehicle can travel without a driver. How about that? That's really something, right? All you do is just get in the car and type the destination. That's enough. So has anyone heard of Tesla cars? Yeah, that's one of the best example for this one. And for this concept, the autopilot concept, we will be using a lot of technology such as AI, machine learning, deep learning, and a lot of things. We'll be learning that. Now let's move to the next. That is what is autonomous underwater vehicle developed by students of IIT Bombay. And this is really appreciable, right? Because this robot can, I told you this is completely autonomous. And this can research whatever at the depth of the sea. So this is really amazing and really appreciable. And now let's talk about next one. That is what is Chandrayaan. Of course, they will be using AI technology. They will be using this artificial intelligence technology. So this one is really amazing, right? You all are familiar with Chandrayaan, right? And the ISRO. And let's talk about the next. That is what is face recognition. Feels like we have been using this technology, right? To unlock our smartphone. So this is just one of the best example for face recognition. It will be capturing everything in our face. It will be focusing or it will be noting down the position of my eye, the ear, the nose, everything. So this how does it work actually. Just keep in mind, let's go with an example. Just keep in mind, it's all about identifying everything in an image. It could be anything like object, place, text, whatever. So in this concept, it would be working like if I scan my face like this, It would be noting down everything in my face. For example, the eye position, the nose position, the mouth position, everything. So this how does it recognize actually. So that's pretty amazing, right? Now let's move to the next. AI cameras, you all are familiar with it, right? To catch and notify vehicle owners about the traffic violations. And you know what? I had been thinking, would this AI camera works perfectly? I was thinking like, no, it's not gonna work. It's just for making awareness for the people. But the thing is, last week I got a penalty of 500 for not wearing the helmet. So at that time I realized this is working perfectly. Okay, so take it as a joke. So this is really amazing, right? To reduce the traffic violations. Now let's talk about why AI, why our world requires AI. You know it, right? Because we talked about a lot of examples. So we can use these kind of examples in a lot of areas such as healthcare, automotive, education, etc. So we will be using this kind of technology. We have been using this kind of technologies. So that's really amazing. Now let's talk about the next topic, that is what is machine learning. So it's a subset of artificial intelligence actually, just keep in mind. And has anyone heard this word before? Machine learning? Anyone? Feels like I told you in between, right? Machine learning. Anyone? Okay, it's your time. Just spit it out. What does that mean, machine learning? Anyone? Okay, feels like some of you are saying something. Okay, I can explain. It's all about one word actually. In a simply way, we could say that it's all about the word training or teaching. Okay, don't be confused. I can explain. It's all about training or teaching a machine or a computer to learn things on its own. Just like we humans learn things every day, right? So same as this, just keep in mind, it's all about training a machine to learn things. That's it. Okay, let's go with a simple example. So everyone has to listen. Just imagine you have a robot friend and who wants to play a new game. So how are you going to explain the game? I really wanted to know. How are you going to explain the game? Can anyone? It's your time. Just spit it out. How are you going to explain the game rules and something? Anyone? Feels like you're going to explain everything in detail, right? You're going to explain everything in step by step. Am I right? Of course, you might be doing that. So listen, instead of telling the robot exactly what to do in step by step, you can show the video. You can show the video of how to play that game and let it figure it out the best way to win by itself. So this is what is machine learning stands for. Learn things on its own. You got it, right? I hope it's clear. Anyway, I just want to show you one more thing. Have a look. Well, I hope you can see the screen, and over there you can see an animal, right? But can anyone figure it out the name? Anyone? Of course it's a cat, right? But hold on, I have some questions. How did you identify these as a cat? Yeah, it's your time, just spit it out. How did you identify these as a cat? Anyone? Exactly, from the past experience, right? In your brain, you stored like this is what a cat would look like. You know the ear of cat, you know the eyes of cat, you know the shape of the cat, you know the structure and everything. So it's all about from the past experience, right? In your brain, you stored like this would be a cat would look like. This is all about machine learning actually. I hope it's clear and perfect. Now let's move to the next. That is what is programming language. Wait, what does that mean, programming language? Any guess from anyone? Okay, let's have fun a little bit. So here I'm gonna ask you something and all you need to do, just answer it. So here we go. Everyone has to listen. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Anyone? Yeah, I'm asking you. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Can anyone? Feels like none of you are saying something. You are confused a little bit, right? Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna ask you the same in different language. Okay, here we go. Hi, how are you? Now everyone started saying, I'm good, I'm fine. So what just happened? Here I have asked the same, which means hola, ¿cómo estás stands for hi, how are you in Spanish. So what just happened? You didn't know the Spanish language, right? So that's why you couldn't understand. But you understood hi, how are you? Because you know English language, right? So this is all about programming language actually. The computer has a language. So it's all about the language that we use to communicate with the computer. This is what is called programming languages. And examples are that C, C++, Java, Python. These are the examples of programming languages. We'll be learning that. Now let's move to the next, that is what is coding. Has anyone heard this word before, coding? Anyone? That's really important. You know what? That's really, really important. Because you know what? Most of the electronic things has a coding or programming behind. So this one is really important. But I really wanted to know what is this or what it stands for. Anyone? Feels like some of you are saying something. In an easy way, we could say like it's all about set of instruction. So just keep in mind, coding stands for it's a set of instruction to complete a task. It's a step-by-step instruction to complete a task. That's it. It's a set of instruction, step-by-step instruction to complete a task. That's all about coding. Okay, don't be confused. Let's go with an example. Just look at the screen. Over there you can see a task, right? Just look at the blue box. Over there you can see a task called instruction to brush teeth. So that's the task over here. And look at the yellow box. What it says? What about the step 1? Can anyone read? It says brush your teeth. Okay, fine. What about the step 2? Can anyone read? It's your time. Clean brush. Wait, what just happened? Is it in correct order? It's not in the correct order, right? So can anyone help me out to find out the correct order? Anyone? Okay, let's focus on this. So what do you guys think? The first instruction has to be second, right? I mean, the step 2 has to be in the first. And what about the second step? It has to be the step 3. So first it has to be clean brush, and after that apply toothpaste, and after that exhale, brush your teeth. So these are the instruction. So if you follow this instruction correctly, you will be completing your task, right? So what was the task I just spoke about? Exhale, brush teeth. So for completing the task, we'll be giving the instruction. And if you follow the correct instruction step by step, it would be perfect. So this is all about coding actually, just keep in mind. And there are types coding, that is what is text coding and block coding. Here, text coding stands for we need to type the code. And block coding stands for it's gonna be easy because all we need to do is just drag and drop. I'm gonna show you that. Here we'll be using the Scratch software, I told you before, right? We will be using the block coding. All we need to do is just drag and drop. Now it's time to get it in the project, so you guys are ready for that, right? So I wanted to open Google and just search Scratch. Here we go. Well, I hope you can see the screen. Now I wanted to search Scratch over there. Exhale like this. And here we go. We'll be having a lot of options from here. Yeah, you know it, the first one, right? Just click on it. And then we'll be having a page like this. From here, I want you to click the option called create. Although you can see an option called create at the top. And also here you can see an option called start creating. So you can click any of these actually. And if you really want, you can create an account over here. That would be nice, I guess, so that you can save the projects and something. You can create a file for that. So if you really want that, just click on the signing option. Anyway, here I'm going to click this option. And let's wait a little bit. Wow, look at that. So this is how does the home screen of this Scratch would look like. And over there you can see some tutorials. Just close it because I'm going to let you know everything detailed. Probably you guys are familiar with the software, right? Some of you may have been using this software for doing some kind of projects. Anyway, I'm going to let you know. I just want to make sure a little bit. So for that, though, you can see a cat. We all know this is the default sprite over here, right? Wait, what did I say? Sprite. What does that mean? Any guess from anyone? The sprite, the word sprite, what does it stand for? Exactly, the character, right? So sprite means the character. Just keep in mind, that's really important. And though you can see some tools, components and something. And look at this left side, over there you can see some blocks. This is really important, right? When you click on the motion option, you will be having a lot of advanced options of motion, which means the movement, the rotation and something. Just look at that, over there you can see it. And what about the looks? When you click on it, you will be having advanced options of looks and the sound, events, control. So just keep in mind, whenever you click on the option, you will be getting advanced options of this thing. So when you click on the sensing, look at that. Or else in an easy way, just keep in mind the colors. Just look at the colors. Here you can see the sensing color is around sky blue. And the advanced options are also in sky blue colors, right? Just click on the motion. You will be having a lot of motions options in the same color. So by just looking at the color, you can identify the blocks which belongs to. This makes things easy, right? Now look at the sprite. Is there any option or something to add a new sprite other than this? Anyone? Can anyone help me out? Is there any option or something to add a new sprite? Exactly, we have 5 options to add a new sprite, right? Wait, why did I say 5? Are you sure? Is that 5 or 4? Some of you are saying 5. Is that 5? Are you sure? No, actually 4 options to add a new sprite, right? For that, just click on this option over here. You can say cat head. So I want you to place your mouse cursor over there. And what just happened? Though you can see 4 options to add a new character. Now I just want to make sure a little bit. So what about the first one? What it stands for? Exactly, to add a new sprite from the library. Actually, the Scratch software has a library from where you'll be getting a lot of sprites. So that's all about the first option. What about the second one? It says, right, paint. If you really want to add a character by drawing, some of you may be expert in drawing. So if you really want, you can add this option. And what about the third one? Surprise, which means a random sprite from the Scratch library will be there. So that's all about the third one. And what about the fourth one? That's the main thing. Upload a sprite. What does that mean? Can anyone help me out? What does that mean? Upload a sprite. Exactly. If you really want, you can add your own image. Because whenever you click on this option, which will redirect into the system file, from where you can add your own image as a sprite. So that's pretty amazing option, I guess. So same as we have 4 options to add a backdrop. Which means if you really want to make it beautiful, the stage beautiful, you can add a backdrop. So same as we have 4 options to add a backdrop. So for that, just place your mouse cursor over here. And we'll be having 4 options exactly the same. So the first one is around the library. Second one is if you really want, you can draw as a backdrop. And the third one is a surprise. A random actor will be appearing in the stage from the library. And the fourth one, that's pretty amazing. You know it, right? It's all about you can add any image from the system file. So that's all about it. And today we'll be focusing on the project called, wait, what is the project name? I just forgot. Can anyone help me out? Exactly, Color Detective Cat, right? So for that, here we need to add a little bit of colors. So look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click the backdrop option and I'm gonna select the paint option, and we will be redirected to a page like this where we can draw any backdrop. I mean, by using these tools you can make a beautiful backdrop as much as you can. Anyway, look what I'm going to do. First of all, I want you to disable this option. There you can see an option called outline. So just click on it and there you can see an option, right? So I want you to click this one. Everyone has to do it because we need to delete or we need to disable that outer layer. That's pretty cool. Now let's add some colors exactly like a circle one. Okay, I'm gonna show you that. So here we have a tool like this, right? Just click on it and here I'm gonna draw something like this. That's pretty cool. Wow. And if you really want, you can change the color. So for that, just fill it with any color that you like to. So here I'm gonna add a blue exactly like this, and here I'm gonna set another one something like this, and here I'm gonna change the color into red. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now let me add another one. So it's up to you actually. If you really want, you can add as much you can. You can make it beautiful as much you can actually. And let me change the color. Let me add green. Wow, that's pretty cool. And here I'm gonna add another one. And let me change the color again. What about now? Let's fix black, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. And anything else? Yeah, let's add two more, right? So here I'm gonna add something like this over here, and let's change the color. Now what about now? Which color do I need to add? What about sky blue? I think that would be perfect, I guess. Okay, let's pick yellow. That would be good. Okay, that's cool. Now it's your time. Everyone has to do the same. Well, now just look at that. Look at the stage. It's not that bad, I guess. Okay, here we have a little bit space, right? So let me add something else over there. So here I'm gonna draw again a circle like this. And let me change the color. What about now? Feels like I have added almost all the colors, right? So what about this one? Yeah, that's not bad. That's perfect. Okay, now it's your time. Everyone has to do the same. I told you it's up to you. Just make it beautiful as much as you can. Well, I hope you're complete, and now it's time to let you know the concept. But hold on, feels like the size of the cat is a little bit high. So let's reduce that. But is there any option or something to reduce the size of this sprite or the cat? Anyone? Yeah, just look at this stage. Is there any option? Anyone? Exactly, there you can see an option called the size, right? So let me reduce this one into 25. Let's figure it out. About 25. Oh, that's so small, right? So let me give 50. That would be good, I guess. Wow, that's pretty cool. Just look at this sprite. Wow, that's perfect. Now the concept is all about the cat has to predict the colors. Though you can see a lot of colors, right? Although you can see the red, blue, yellow, green, black, and the violet. So whenever the cat touches any of these colors, the cat should say the color is this. For example, if this cat touches red, the cat should say the color is red. And if the cat touches this one, the cat should say the color is green. So this is all about the project concept actually. For that, let's see what we can do. Just focus on the blocks right now. Just click on the events option. Over there you can see an yellow color one, right? So just click on it, and then we'll be having a lot of advanced options of events. And from here, which one do I need to drag first? Any guess from anyone? Anyone? Exactly this one, right? When green flag clicked. But I'm confused what it says or what it stands for. Any guess from anyone? What it says when green flag click? Any guess from anyone? Yeah, it's all about the play button, right? Whatever below will start to work if you press the green flag. At the top stage, you can see an option called the green flag. So whenever you click on it, whatever below of this block will start to work. That's all about this concept. So just keep in mind, it's all about that play button. That's enough. Now look what I'm gonna add next. Just clicking on control option. From here, I'm gonna drag a loop called for over. So what it says, for over. Can anyone help me out what it stands for over? I wanted to do the same, exactly the same. And can anyone help me out what it stands for over? Any guess from anyone? Or you can say free space, right? Though you can say a blank space. So what it indicates, any guess from anyone? Some of you are saying something I really appreciate. Exactly, whatever inside will start to work continuously. The word forever stands for that, right? Forever means continuously. So whatever inside this blank space will start to run continuously. Now look what I'm going to add inside. So here I'm going to click the option called the motion, and let me scroll down. There you can see an option called the point towards. Did you see that? Here we need to drive the car, right? So for that he will be using the mouse pointer as a steering wheel. Just keep in mind as a steering wheel. So for that I'm going to drag this option over here, point towards mouse pointer. Now let me click on the green flag and let's see what would happen. Wow, look at the cat. What is going on? Everyone has to just look at the cat. He's just pointing towards my mouse pointer, right? So that's pretty cool. But he's not moving, right? So for that, can anyone help me out? What should I do? Any guess from anyone? All I need, the cat should move forward a little bit. So is there any option or something, or the blocks? Anyone? Exactly. Just click on motion again, and then we'll be having a lot of options from here. Which one do I need to? Move 10 steps, right? So just click on this option just below here. Now let's see. Wow, what is going on? Did you see that? That's pretty something, right? He started following my mouse cursor, and that's really good. But the thing is, it's so fast. I don't want this much fast, so what should I do? Feels like you know it, right? Exactly, just reduce the steps. Here you can see 10. So instead of 10, here I'm gonna add 1 or 2. So you can feel the change in the speed. So here I'm gonna add 2 instead of 10. Now let's figure it out. Wow, that's pretty cool. Just look at that. Now the speed has been decreased, right? So that's pretty amazing. So if you really want to reduce the speed, you can use this option. That's pretty amazing. Now why did I say the cat has to predict the colors, right? If it's touching the yellow, the cat has to say this is yellow color. So this is how does the project wanted to work. So for that he'll be adding a conditional statement, that is what is if then. So just click on the control. Everyone has to do the same. And there you can see an option called if then. Did you see that? I want you to drag this one and just drop it inside forever. Exactly like this. Now let me know what does that block stands for. Or there you can see if then block. There you can see two spaces, right? Two blank spaces. One is like hexagon space, and inside you can see as free space. So what does that mean, or for what purpose we can use these kind of blocks? Conditional block or if then block. Any guess from anyone? Yeah, it's your time, just spit it out. What does that mean? Some of you are saying something. Exactly. It's an amazing block, right? Or there you can see a hexagon free space where we can fill it with any condition. And if that condition satisfies, or if getting true, whatever inside will start to work. So did you get my point? Just keep in mind, here we can set the condition inside the hexagon space. We can set the condition, and if that condition satisfies, whatever inside will start to work. If it doesn't satisfy, whatever inside will not work. So just keep in mind, this how does it work actually. I'm gonna show you that. So here, all I need, if this cat touches blue or any of the colors, it has to say the color is this. So look what I'm gonna do. Here I'm gonna click the option called the sensing, and there you can see an option called the touching color. Did you see that? The second one. So just drag it over here. What do you guys think? Will it fit inside? Exactly. Just look at the shape. It's like that, right? So just drag it over here. That's perfect. Now here I'm gonna click the color because I just want to make sure the exact the same color. And here I'm gonna pick this option. Although you can see an option like this, right? Which means you can pick the exact color that you wanted. So here I'm gonna pick this color over here. And although you can see the color has been here. That's a pretty cool option, I guess. So that's really amazing, right? So by using this option, you can pick the exact color. So that's pretty amazing. Now look at the condition. What it says, can you read? If touching color blue, which means if our cat or the sprite touches the color blue, whatever inside will start to work. Which means if our sprite or the cat touches the color blue, the condition will be getting satisfied or will be getting true, right? So whatever inside will start to work. So what did I say? The cat has to see it's blue, right? So for that, just click on the option called the looks. Everyone has to do this thing. And over there you can see an option called the say. Did you see that? Now here I'm gonna drag the second one over here, and here I'm gonna edit a little bit. Here I'm gonna say the color is blue. That's pretty cool. Now what would happen? If the sprite touches the color blue, it will be saying the color is blue. Now shall we try that? Are you guys ready for that? Okay, let me maximize the screen. And here we go. Wow, it started moving, right? Did you see that? It's just focusing on my mouse cursor and started moving. That's pretty cool. I can control the camera right now. And let me go through the blue color and let's see what would happen. Wow, did you see that? That's pretty amazing, right? It's just saying the color is blue. But whenever it dictates yellow, oh, what is going on? It's not saying it's yellow and green something, right? So for that, we need to get it and the coding a little bit more. Just focus on the code again. Let me stop this one. And you know what to do, right? So either you can just duplicate this one and just drop it below like this. And here we need to change the color and what's inside as well. So let me pick this option. And I told you there is an amazing tool for selecting the color. Just click on this. Let me focus on the green. So whenever the sprite touches the green, the sprite has to say the color is green. That's pretty cool. Now, if the condition satisfies, whatever inside will start to work. This is how does the condition block works, right? This is how does this if then block works. Now, same as this, we need to get it done the coding for the other colors such as red. We need to select the red. That's amazing. And then the sprite has to say the color is red. That's amazing. Now, next one, that is what is black, right? So just click on this tool option again, selecting black, and the sprite has to say the color is black. And what about the last one? Yeah, the violet. So just click on it. And this one, it started moving, right? Just let me stop it again. Let me pick this color. Feels like it's a pink, I guess, right? It's not violet, it's pink actually. So the color is pink. I was saying it's violet, actually it's pink, I guess. That's pretty cool. Now, shall we try? Are you guys ready for that? It's your time, everyone has to do the same actually. And let me maximize the screen. And here we go. Here I'm gonna press the green flag. And here we go. Wow, it says the color is blue. And let me go through the green. And what has to happen? It should say the green, right? And it's saying, did you see that? Just look at the sprite. It's perfect. Now it has to say black. Wow, it's working perfectly. It's pink. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now let me go through this one. Wait, what just happened? It's not saying yellow. What? Okay, I got the problem. We haven't set the color for yellow, right? So that's a problem. Let me add a code for the yellow, for dictating the yellow color. So let me add something like this. Let me pick the yellow color. So that was the reason behind. So here I'm gonna add yellow. Now here we go again. Let me maximize. Green flag. Wow, it says yellow, right? That's pretty cool. Now red. It's working perfectly. Now what about you guys? It's your time. Everyone has to do the same. It's your time. It's so easy, right? Yeah, it's so easy to make. So same as this, you can add colors as much as you can. That would be fun, I guess. Now hold on. It's like a machine learning concept, right? Yeah, just before we learned machine learning. What was that? I just forgot. Can you help me out? What was that? Machine learning. I told it's all about the word training or teaching. So look at the code. It's like that, right? Here we'll be training or we'll be teaching the software to do things. So it's like a machine learning concept actually. Well, that's all about this session and I hope we had fun. We learned a lot of things, right? Anyway, let's talk about what are the things that we learned today. We talked about AI, right? And I told you that's just an amazing technology. And I just forgot. Can you help me out? What it stands for? I told you in an easy way, right? Can you help me out? What is that? Yeah, it's all about a machine who can think, learn, solve problems exactly like we humans do, but without getting tired or making mistakes. So this is all about AI and we talked about a lot of examples, right? And we can use this technology for various applications and we have been using actually. And we talked about machine learning and I told you just keep in mind the one word that is what is training or teaching a computer to learn things on its own. That's it. And we talked about programming language and I told you it's all about the language that we use to communicate with the computer. And then Scratch, of course, we went to the Scratch where we have done an amazing project, right? And what is the topic name again? Yeah, color detective cat. Same as that, you can add a lot of colors. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.